with the 6 habits of highly resilient, joyful, fully living people. And remember, in these times of uncertainty, and this brings us to point 2, and I have to change pens because we've got the 2 different modes. Point 2 is, even though we are surrounded by uncertainty, and we don't know when normal's going to come again. This is a massive time of uncertainty, and no human being likes feeling uncertainty. It's one of the best ways to destabilize human beings. But I've got great news. The one thing that you are always, always, always in control of, and remember, uncertainty affects us because we feel it takes away our control. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know what will happen for the rest of today. And there's nothing we can do about it. And that's what we tell ourselves. But it's genius, this. It's so simple, it's genius. And my mentor, David Martin, has really highlighted this for me. And in the last 4 years of my life, and I'm 66, so, you know, I'm not a spring chicken, but I am a spring chicken. I believe I'm a spring chicken. I've worked with him, and his website is davidmartin.world, or his YouTube channel is David Martin World. And he has taught me about the one thing that we can control. And it's about becoming conscious of this one thing. Because currently, we are unconsciously ruled by, you ready? By the stories we are telling ourselves. And those stories are a collection of repeated, you've got to work this out, T, T, S. What is it? T-H-O-U-G-H-T-S. It's your thoughts. It's your thinking. The one thing that we truly, only us, has control over is our thinking. And we know now from epigenetics that our thinking creates our stories, which create our beliefs, which create our mindsets. And our mindsets are the things that rule our lives. But the biggest problem is, most of the time, we are totally unconscious of the stories that we are telling ourselves. But remember, those stories are ruling our lives. Oh, it's like an operating system in a computer. You know, so whether you've got a Mac or a PC, there's an operating platform. And that operating platform controls everything that goes on in the computer. But do you ever see it? Are you ever aware that it's running? Not unless it stops running. And then we worry. Or if it slows down, and then we think, whoa, there must be something wrong. But normally, we're completely unconscious of it. And that is what the stories are doing. And to give you an example, like, go back to this for a minute. If we're conscious of what we're telling ourselves, of the story we're telling ourselves, like pay attention. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, observe your first thought. And this is a clue too. If you want to start to control your thinking, you have to become an observer of your thinking. Because we know in epigenetics that 95 to 99% of the time we're literally unconscious of our thinking. Excuse me. And so when you wake up in the morning, instantly get into the habit of observing the story you're telling yourself. Are you lying there going, oh, morning, let me another mad day, I don't know what it's going to be like, oh, all hell's going to break loose today. What is it that you set yourself up with for the day? What if you said to you, consciously made a decision, and you said, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and say, today I choose joy. And then in every minute of the day, as much as possible, choose joy. Particularly if you're feeling anxious or distressed, because guess what comes from your thinking? It's an F word, and I just said it. It's your feelings. How you feel comes from what you tell yourself, from the stories you tell yourself. Like I had been feeling a bit discombobulated this morning, which, you know, ties in with the uncertainty because, look, I'm still human. I teach this stuff, but as Lao Tzu said, we teach best what we most need to learn. And I've gone through waves of anxiety and uncertainty and fear. And normally I go to the beach most days, but I haven't been for the last 3 days. And I decided this morning that I would take myself to the beach and I would slow right down, which brings me to the third secret of highly resilient people.
Always look on the bright